Hello everyone, my name is Roxy Mariza. I'm a student in President University, majoring International Relations, batch 2019. In this opportunity, I will presentation my mid-examinations about review book. And I choose the amazing book about the world politics, trends and transformations 2016 until 2017. This book so many chapters and so many pages, and I choose chapter 13 about human rights. Why I choose human rights? Because I'm very interested about the human rights. Okay, let me continue my presentation. Human rights. What are human rights? Human rights are rights we have simply because we exist as human beings. They are not granted by any state. These universal rights are inherent to us all, regardless of nationality, sex, national or ethnic origin, color, religion, language, or any other status. They range from the most fundamental, the right to life, to those that make life worth living, such as the right to food, education, work, health, and liberty. The principle of universality of human rights is the cornerstone of international human rights law. This means that we are equally entitled to our human rights. The principle, as first emphasized in the UDHR, is repeated in many international human rights conventions, declarations, and resolutions. Human rights are inalienable. They should not be taken away except in specific situations and according to due process. For example, the right to liberty may be restricted if a person is found guilty of a crime by a court of law. Okay, next we have Universal Declaration of Human Rights. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights, or UDHR, is a milestone document in the history of human rights, drafted by representatives with different legal and cultural backgrounds from all regions of the world. The declaration was proclaimed by the United Nations General Assembly in Paris on 10 December 1948 by General Assembly Resolution 217A3 as a common standard of achievements for all people and all nations. It sets out for the first time fundamental human rights to be universally protected, since in adoption in 1948. The UDHR has been translated into more than 500 languages, the most translated document in the world, and has inspired the constitution of many newly independent states and many new democracies. The UDHR, together with the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights and its two optional protocols on the complaints procedure and on the death penalty, and the International Covenant on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights and its optional protocol from the so-called International Bill of Human Rights. Okay, continue. Advancing sustainable development through human rights. Human rights create the conditions essential for sustainable development goals. The 2030 Agenda recognizes the inclusive and participative economies and societies in which government is accountable, achieve better outcomes for all people, leaving no one behind. The Declaration on the Right to Development emphasizes the right of all individuals and people to free, active, and meaningful participation. The UN Guiding Principles of Business and Human Rights (UNGPS) set out the duty of states and private companies to ensure the business activities do not abuse people's rights, civil, cultural, economic, political, and social rights, and the right to development with each other and advance together. No matter how free individuals are to speak out and protest, they are not truly free if they lack food, education, or adequate housing. Okay, the next is about this book. Talking about book review, on this opportunity, I will make a review book entitled World Politics, Trend and Transformation 2016 until 2017. This book consists of 594 page and is published by Wadsworth Publishing. I give an introduction first so that readers know what human rights are. I took it directly from the United Nations. World politics, trends, and transformations over the last contemporary data analysis, research, and even from the current international political science. Students will understand what happened today and why the 2016 until 2017 edition combines current challenge to global peace and prosperity and relies on international organization, advance in military technology, view on the changing nuclear environment in Iran, expanded discussion of human rights, enhanced discussion on global health threats, new data of World Development Indicators, and more. The partnership with the Carnegie Council on Ethnic in International Affairs provide additional coverage on contemporary issues. The author presents its problem in a thought-provoking way that encourages students to critically assess the problem outcomes, pitfalls, and paradoxes of people choose about the global future and the likely impact those choices have on students in the future. Now, this book is also available in multiple formats with MinTab, Political Science, for Platon or Kekley Words Politics. Trade and Transformation is a digital learning solution to help instructors engage and transform today's students into critical thinkers. On this opportunity, I will discuss the issue about the promotion of human development and human rights in chapter 13. Okay, everyone has human rights, and responsibility to respect and protect these rights may, in principle, extend across political and social boundaries. This is by Bates, 2009, chapter 1. This premise was expressed in the Raging Word of the 1948 Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Recognition of the inherent dignity and of the equal and inalienable rights of all members of the human family is the foundation of freedom, justice, and peace in the world. Freedom means the supremacy of human rights everywhere. Our support goes to those who struggle to gain those rights or keep them. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, U.S. President. The body of legal rules and norms designed to protect individual human beings in accordance to the ethical requirement that every person should be treated with equal concern and respect. Okay, I will continue this new slide. The rights have since been codified and extended in a series of treaties, most notably the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights and the International Covenant on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights. There are many ways to classify the rights listed in these treaties. International Ethics, Charles Bates, 2001, groups them into 5 categories. The first is right of the person, life, liberty, and security of the person, privacy and freedom of movement, ownership of the property, freedom of truth, conscience, and religion, including freedom of religious teaching and practice. The second, rights associated with the rule of law. Third, right associated about the political right. And the fourth, economic and social charter. And the fifth, rights of communities. Okay, I have conclusion for this presentation. United Nations speech, dignity and equality on a healthy planet in commission of UN body to resolve the problem of human rights, and also UN have commissioned or mission about sustainable development goals to help every country, every people get the rights. But I know the human rights is complicated issue and it more help not only UN but all international actors together overcoming the problem. Human rights many aspects, not only one, and are already mentioned in my review book. Human rights for children, women, economy, social, culture, religion, and many more. Non-governmental organizations responding to this limitation, NGO have taken an important role in promoting human rights. They have developed a range of national advocacy networks and strategies designed to pressure government to change their behavior and adapt to prevailing human norms and rights laws. Activists are also credited with monitoring to the human rights situation and targeting spotlight, publicity, and abusive practice to humiliate those who violate human rights into changing their behavior. And we as the young generation must also participate in promoting human rights and help each other in the form of upholding human rights in life. Okay everyone, that's all presentation from me, and thank you very much for attention, for listening my presentation, and sorry if there are any mistaken from me about vocabulary and about grammar because I'm still learning. I hope the presentation is useful for you. Thank you guys.